Things don't always seem the way they really are up until you dive in deep and explore what really lies underneath. Today, I'm going to share 2 stories of farmhouse haunted by South African indigenous creature that are allegedly true. Our first story is from Blake Ryder, 23. The sun sank below the horizon as I navigated the rugged path leading to the remote farmhouse. Darkness cloaked the South African savanna, and an eerie silence hung in the air. I had heard whispers of a haunting indigenous creature that stalked these lands, and my curiosity had led me to this forsaken place. The farmhouse stood before me, its weathered exterior mirroring the secrets it held within. The wind whistled through the cracks, an unsettling chorus that made my skin prickle with unease. I hesitated for a moment, contemplating the dangers that lay ahead, but the allure of the unknown was too strong to resist. As I stepped inside, the heavy wooden door groaned in protest, as if warning me of the impending doom that awaited. The interior was shrouded in darkness, broken only by slivers of moonlight seeping through the tattered curtains. The air was heavy with a primal energy, as if the very essence of the land had woven itself into the fabric of the house. I cautiously explored each room, my senses on high alert. The floorboards creaked beneath my weight, their protest echoing through the empty halls. Shadows danced along the walls, their twisted forms playing tricks on my mind. It was as if the spirit of the indigenous creature lurked in every corner, observing my every move. A sudden gust of wind extinguished the lone candle I carried, plunging me into complete darkness. Panic washed over me, and I fumbled for my flashlight, desperate for a glimmer of light to guide me through the labyrinthine farmhouse. As the beam pierced the darkness, a pair of glowing eyes caught my attention in the corner of the room. My heart raced as I focused the light, revealing a creature unlike anything I had ever seen. It stood on 2 legs, its body covered in matted fur, and its elongated arms ending in razor-sharp claws. Its eyes glowed with a malevolent intelligence, fixated on me. The indigenous creature emitted a low, guttural growl that reverberated through the room, sending a chill down my spine. Fear gripped me, but I knew I had to escape. I stumbled backward, my heart pounding in my chest, as the creature advanced, its predatory instincts on full display. I sprinted through the house, desperately seeking an exit, but the creature pursued me with relentless determination. Just when I thought all hope was lost, I stumbled upon an old storage room, filled with dusty artifacts and forgotten relics. My eyes scanned the room frantically, searching for anything that could help me fend off the creature. And then, I spotted it. A ceremonial spear, gleaming with a hidden power. With the spear in hand, I mustered every ounce of courage within me and turned to face the creature. Its glowing eyes narrowed, sensing my newfound determination. I brandished the spear, ready to defend myself against the ancient evil that had plagued this farmhouse. As the creature lunged at me, I thrust the spear forward, impaling it with a resounding thud. The creature let out a spine-chilling screech, a symphony of anguish and defeat. Its body convulsed and dissolved into a cloud of dark mist, dissipating into the night air. Exhausted and relieved, I emerged from the farmhouse, my heart still racing from the encounter. The moonlight bathed the savanna, casting an ethereal glow on the landscape. I realized that my curiosity had led me to the brink of danger, but I had emerged victorious, the darkness vanquished. I turned my back on the haunted farmhouse, carrying with me the memory of the indigenous creature that had once haunted its halls. The tale of my harrowing encounter would serve as a reminder that some mysteries were better left undisturbed. That was epic, but now, let's move on to the second story at hand. This story is submitted by Emerald Goddess at 9078. If you want to submit your own story, please do so by sending an email to wtheshadows@gmail.com. I'll personally read it to the audience. Let's continue. I approached the ominous farmhouse manor with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The tales of its haunted history had reached my ears long before I set foot on South African soil. The locals whispered of a malevolent presence lurking within, a Tokoloshi, a creature thirsting for human blood. As an avid adventurer, I couldn't resist the opportunity to uncover the truth behind the legends. With camera in hand and a heart pounding with anticipation, I crossed the threshold and stepped into a world where reality and nightmares intertwined. The moment I entered the manor, A chilling gust of wind greeted me, rustling the faded curtains and making me shiver involuntarily. The house creaked with each step, as if breathing a sigh of despair. The air carried a heavy aura, and I could almost feel the eyes of unseen entities watching my every move. The flickering candlelight played tricks on my imagination, casting dancing shadows across the decaying walls. As I explored further, the atmosphere grew increasingly oppressive. The walls whispered ancient secrets, and the echoes of forgotten souls seemed to reverberate through the halls. Every creak and groan sent shivers down my spine. Yet, I pressed on, fueled by a thirst for adventure and a desire to uncover the truth. I made my way into a room that felt like the heart of the manor. The remnants of torn, moth-eaten tapestries adorned the walls, and a musty odor filled the air. A sense of unease settled in my stomach as I noticed a peculiar symbol etched onto the floor. It resembled a twisted creature, a grotesque representation of the rumored Tokoloshi. The room grew cold, and a spine-chilling breeze blew through the open windows, slamming them shut with an otherworldly force. Panic gripped my heart as I realized I was not alone. A low growl emanated from the shadows, and a pair of glowing eyes materialized, fixed on me with an intensity that sent my pulse racing. The Tokoloshi emerged, a twisted figure with gnarled limbs and a malevolent grin etched upon its grotesque face. Its presence exuded an aura of ancient malevolence that left me paralyzed with fear. I tried to back away, but an invisible force held me in place, rendering me defenseless against this supernatural foe. The creature's voice echoed through the room, a chilling whisper that reverberated in my ears. "You have trespassed upon my domain, mortal. Your blood shall satiate my thirst, and your soul shall join the countless others trapped within these walls." My mind raced as I desperately sought a way to escape this nightmare. I reached into my pocket, feeling the reassuring weight of a small talisman I had acquired earlier in my travels. With trembling hands, I held it aloft, hoping it possessed the power to ward off the malevolent spirits that held me captive. To my surprise, the Tokoloshi recoiled at the sight of the talisman, its eyes narrowing with a mix of fear and anger. It hissed, retreating into the shadows, momentarily releasing its hold on me. With newfound resolve, I ran towards the door, fueled by the knowledge that the talisman held the key to my salvation. The sun bathed the surrounding landscape in a warm embrace, dispelling the lingering darkness that had plagued me within the farmhouse manor. Though I had survived my encounter with the Tokoloshi, I couldn't shake the feeling that it would forever haunt my memories. Thank you for listening, guys. Please make sure that you smash that subscribe button so you won't miss any new videos. I would really appreciate that because this is my first time making such videos. I'll be uploading a new video on Monday. I love you guys, and be safe out there. You never know what is watching you from the shadows. Just kidding.